Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, actually I was a little preoccupied with my baby girl. Look at how high she jumps. Like, I was doing this specifically to show y'all how high she jumps. She's literally a teacup Yorkie and she gets up to my waist. Like, that's a bit ridiculous. But today we're gonna make brownies and we're gonna make a special Halloween edition of brownies. And I just wanted to show y'all that I was washing my hands because my dog is in the camera, but I washed my hands throughout the whole video. So this is where I show you what products I were using. Those were the Milano cookies that I was going to use for the tombstones. These are the little pumpkins that I got to put on the brownies. This is the icing to help put the pumpkins on the brownies. Everything I got from Walmart, it was super cheap. I didn't spend that much money because it really wasn't worth it. Like, you get the same quality of products even if you're using like the Great Value brand. Like, it wasn't a big deal. So, and those were the marshmallows I used. I would have changed the type of marshmallows I used because those marshmallows were super sticky before I even melted them. It was ridiculous. So that'd be the only thing that I would change. But yeah, so today we're making brownies and I'm super excited because this is the first time I've ever done anything creative like this. And if you watch to the end, you'll see how cool they came out. So excited, stay tuned. this is where I began to make my tombstone for the brownies. I basically just got some Milano cookies and some black icing that got hard, over time. And I cut the Milano cookies in about thirds or half. Like I tried to do half, but it was a little bit more. And I just chose the side of the cookie that was the cleanest and the most appealing to the eye. And I decorated that and then put them in the fridge for them to get hard, because after a while when I was holding the cookie, the chocolate from the in between the cookies and the icing that I was working with was like starting to melt. So I just wanted to put it in the fridge so that when I tried to put it on the brownies later, it wouldn't really give me that hard of a time. So, and this is how I did it. So I legitimately was trying to just find a way to get a thumbnail, and people in my house just won't let me be great. So yeah, that's what happened. And I was also waiting for the brownies to cook, so I had a little bit of time to kill, pretty much. And we were having a full-on discussion about something, and I can't even remember what it was, but it was like serious, like dead serious. But yeah, my brownies are ready, and I'm gonna take them out, let them cool, and begin to work on my decorations. I just thought I'd like to add, you can't make brownies or any dessert really. You can't cook in general without a little bit of terrible dance moves. Like, it's part of the process. Okay, so this is where I began placing my Milano cookies that I previously decorated into my brownies. So I'm basically just taking the cookies out of the fridge and placing them kind of as even as possible so I can get about 8 squares out of my brownies. And this was actually pretty simple because I had already started this process before. It would have been a little bit difficult if I put the icing on the cookies and then tried to stick the cookies onto the brownies right away because the chocolate was already melting. So I'm glad I put them in the fridge first. But this is what it looks like. I thought it was pretty cute. I thought it was super cute. But yeah, now I'm gonna start adding. I'm not joking. Okay, so here you can see that I'm using this green icing, and I'm gonna use it to stick my pumpkins to the brownies. And when I first started doing it, I didn't really like how it was coming out. So as you see later in the video, I ended up making like roots coming from the pumpkins because it just looked weird seeing a big blob of like green on brownies that like look like dirt and there's cobwebs. Like, not a lot is happening on a graveyard, so I don't know why there's green vines growing, but that's what the picture looked like, so I just was basically going off the picture. So as you can see, I'm just basically putting a bunch of green icing on these little pumpkins to make them stick, and that did not look right. Like, that just looked so weird. So I ended up going back and just adding vines, and it looked a lot better. I was much happier with the way that they came out. So yeah. As you can see, that looked super weird. I was not feeling that at all. I was like, why did I even do this? Like, I should have got some black icing or something that made it look more realistic, because like I said, if it's dead, you ain't finna have no forms of life growing on top of it. But it was still pretty cute at the end. So here you can see I start attempting to make vines, and I really like the way that it came out. When I first started, I was like, oh, should have done that. But then when I kept going, I saw that it actually looked pretty good. So I just continued to do this to all 8 of my little pumpkins on my patch. here is where I began making some more marshmallow fluff for my spiderwebs for my brownies. When I first did it, it did not come out the way that I wanted it to. It was really hot second of all, it was really hot. So then I decided to use a fork and kind of just drag the marshmallow fluff across the brownies. And I know what you're thinking, why didn't I just buy marshmallow fluff? Because the consistency that was needed for the spider webs was like a specific temperature. Marshmallow fluff was already past the point where it would be sticky and gooey like this. Marshmallow fluff you buy from the store kind of is just like too fluid and it wouldn't really get the job done. So I had to melt these to a specific point, and I obviously didn't nail that because, you know, it was a struggle. That's all I'm gonna say, is it was a real struggle. As you can see, it's all over my hands, and they were clean, so it's not a big deal. But it was super fun, really hard, really hot, but it was fun. So and as you guys can see, this is the finished product. I was super proud of myself. This was one of the hardest things I've done in a while. I've actually never baked anything this creative or fun ever in my life. This was my first attempt. So for that, I don't think it was that bad. I thought it was a really cute idea considering that it's Halloween. So I was really excited to do it. My hands were a mess, but I kept it together, you know, cool, calm, and collected. That's the way to do it, and it turned out great. So just want to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, just comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more cute things like this. Told you guys it wasn't just going to be about business, it was going to be about cool things too. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Bye.